There are 3 ways to sell plastic gold like this. This is a little over an ounce of plastic gold that I've managed to dig out of the northeast creeks here in Australia. And there isn't a day that goes by that I'm not asked, how do you get money for the gold you dig out of the ground? Come here. So we're talking about selling gold, and that's not legal everywhere. Now, no matter what you think about that, to avoid being put in a little white van with a balaclava over your head and ending up in an undisclosed location, I suggest you check your local laws. But if you're legally allowed to sell your gold, or you just don't care, this video is for you. If I was a big mining company, which clearly I'm not, you would have access to refineries. Any large or even small-scale mining operations that are involving machinery and explosives are probably dealing in multiple kilograms of gold, and these guys are able to directly sell to the gold processing plants dotted right across the world. If you're small-scale like me, you don't have access to that, which leaves you with the 2 other options. The first and most simple option is taking your gold to a gold buyer.
Wow. 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 Wow.
See, there are people who make a living by buying small quantities of gold like this of prospectors like me, and then wait until they get enough gold and then sell it to the refineries themselves. The most prominent gold buyer in my area is called Grappies, and Grappies has been great to deal with because he buys small amounts of alluvial gold off pretty much anyone. Yep, even me, the guy with the weird haircut. First thing he's going to do is test for the purity of your gold, because gold is different purities depending on where you dig it out of the ground from. It can contain silver or copper or any other number of minerals. Once they have that assay number, they'll be able to give you a spot price. So the spot price is backed off the purity. You can have 24 karat purity, 22, 20, so on and so forth. And each of those is worth a different amount. Spot price today is around $94 a gram Australian. But a gold buyer like Grappies is going to give you a little bit less money depending on the purity, but also their margins. Because you remember, they're making money from the gap between what they buy the gold at and what they sell it to the refinery at. So you might get 10% less than spot price. But if you're like me and you're self-employed and you want to maximize the return on your money and the effort and time that you've put into digging this gold out of the ground, you want to value add to it. Value adding means giving something to your customers that's worth more than just the gold weight. Specimens like this can sell for a premium simply because they're in their host rock, and it's not a common sight for most people to see gold in its natural habitat. If you're skilled enough, you could do jewelry, or you could make objects with your gold, because then you could charge for the hours, labor, and skills that have gone into, say, making a ring. Or a necklace like this one. But if you're like me, your value adding is going to come in the form of this, which is paydirt. This is another paydirt I did not too long ago, and the reason I bought this one was simply so I could get an understanding of what kind of gold would be coming out of an area I'm intending on visiting soon. You see, paydirt is all about having the experience of panning in an area that you might never get to go to. So buying paydirt is a very cheap and easy way for people to get involved in the hobby without having to do the initial outlay of thousands of dollars just to get to an area to maybe find a little bit of gold. So when it comes to making my own jars, I will get a set amount of gold and put it in the jar. Then I'll mix in high banker concentrates that I haven't extracted any of the gold from to give the person some more added value and the real deal experience of panning concentrates that came off a creek that I've been working.